thought I'd do a video garden update today. I'm out here in my overalls and let me show you what is going on in the garden today. So this part here is the main garden, and I put down weed fabric, I think year before last, and it's been a lifesaver. Over here we have a row of cabbages, and this one looks just about ready, but we've got a row of cabbage, and then next to it a row of garlic, and these are I predict probably next week, maybe a week or two, they'll be ready to harvest. But these garlic cloves are going to be huge because look how thick these stalks are. So I'm really excited about that. I still have some garlic left from last year. Over here we have the summer squash. These are going to be the lemon. They're going to be little oh, here's one that's starting. So they're going to be little yellow squash that are kind of shaped like a lemon. They're really nice. Ooh, there's another little one coming. So these are coming along. And then we have our zucchini over here. Oops. And actually I need to get this one. Oops. So how I harvest them is I just twist and then they come right off. So a nice little zucchini. Here's another zucchini plant. And I should probably grab that one too. Over here, this is an onion plant, actually an onion from the store that started to sprout. So I'm just letting it go to seed so I can harvest the seeds and use them next year. So over here we have one of my favorite flowers, the zinnias. This is going to be a marigold. I think it's just starting to bud. Here I have, forgot what this, oh, this is going to be a honey rock melon, kind of like a cantaloupe. Here we have, this is a mung bean plant. I've never grown this before, so I'm really excited. So these couple mung bean plants to see how that goes. We have a little watermelon plant, still very small. So hopefully it'll kick up pretty soon. I've got these borage plants everywhere. I didn't even have to plant them this year. Once you plant borage and it takes off, I mean, you'll find it all over the garden everywhere. It'll just come back on its own. This is a new plant, goji berry, and it's just starting to form berries, so I'm really excited about that. Ooh, this I think is a bad bug. I think this bug attacks squash. So what I try to do if I see it, ew, and I don't have gloves on, but I try to squish them. All right, this is a pepper plant. I think cayenne pepper. Oops, still green. Another pepper plant. Some more peppers. Tomatoes are just starting. They're still very green. It'll be a little while before we get any tomatoes. Ooh, these guys looking good. And then we have some strawberry plants. Something keeps eating them though. Over here, I've got collard greens, and these have been going like crazy. I've already harvested twice, and still have all these collards. Here's some dill growing. This was last year I planted the garlic here, and apparently I left a clove because this is like a bunch of garlic. These garlic scapes can be used as like in soups and things to help season. So I will need to harvest these. Some more collard greens and dill. And this will make a dill seed. Let's see, over here I've got beans, and see it started to wrap its way up the pole, so that's really cool. Some cherry tomatoes starting. Ooh, these little babies. And I've got a sunflower. I can't wait till the sunflower. This sunflower here is getting quite tall. And then there's another one over here. And here I had some beets and radishes. There's one more radish. Oop, there's a bee. The bees love borage. This radish I'm letting go to seed. See lots of seed pods there, which I can use next year. I've got some carrots going in here. And here along the fence we have peas. So a bunch of snow peas. I love these. And then these pea pods, this is the kind where you don't eat the pod, you eat the pea inside. So it's still flowering. It'll probably keep going for at least another 2 weeks or so. And typically it fizzles out, when it gets really hot in the summer. You'll see this one is already yellowing over here. I have cucumbers. Cucumbers are really slow this year, but it's coming along. There's a little baby, so it's going to be a while before I have cucumbers. Another zinnia. This is purslane, and it's a weed that just grows, and it's high in omega-3s, and so I let it grow, and I'll add it to smoothies and juices. Strawberry, I have some onion plants. This was an arugula plant that I've let go to seed. Let's see how this is going to be a nice tall sunflower. I love sunflowers. Okay, so down here, what are these? These are melons, like cantaloupes. So we have 3 of those. Actually, hold on. Yeah, melons. It's a new type of melon I've never grown before, so I'm excited to see what that's going to be. So the peas, have a kale here. Ooh, there's a beet. I'm gonna let that go a little longer. Some more borage. Over here, Over here I have kale, parsley, more kale, and then these are okra. And then I have some beans that hopefully will grow up. Oh, good. This bean I planted next to the sunflower in hopes that it would latch on, and it did. So that's good. Strawberry. So this is the main garden. So just this year, we added on this patch, and before camp meeting, it was all tilled and you could see the ground. Now you can see it's just grass everywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let things grow, and then before winter, when I pull up everything, till it, but add a ground cover and see how that goes. But we have pumpkins. That one's flowering, growing up among corn. And then over here we have beans, different types of beans. There's soybeans, green beans, and then there's a couple watermelon plants. I had three potted blueberry plants over here, but the raccoons keep digging them out, and so I had to put them, oh, and I didn't show you, I had to put them back inside of the fenced area. And one of them, I don't even know if it's going to make it, but so they're in there. That last one, I don't know. But yep, the raccoons would not leave them alone. So there they are. So there's that area, and then this area is also quite a mess. But I've got my zinnias and some pansies, another sunflower. In here, you'll find potatoes growing all over. And these were just organic potatoes from the grocery store, so I didn't buy seed potatoes. I find that if you use an organic potato, it'll sprout just fine. Nasturtiums, and these flowers are edible. You can add them to salads. They've got kind of a peppery taste. And the borage flowers are also edible, and those taste like cucumbers. In here, I have squash. This is an acorn squash. And honestly, I don't know how these are going to do because the grass is ridiculous. But there are some corn plants in here and other squash plants. And so I just need to find the time to really clean this out. I have some amaranth. These are two different kinds of amaranth. And then this one I bought as like plant starts, so these are taller. And then a couple sunflowers. So much to be done. For example, we have the grapes here, but we never did get to pruning it, so I'm not sure how that's going to do either. Some more squash. So let's see, walking this way, this is another area where I laid down some weed fabric, and Not sure what I'm going to do here yet, but I do have sweet potatoes in pots. And the raccoons had been digging up this, and somebody's been eating them. So I put this little cage thing on top to see more purslane growing. Here we have a raspberry. This plant here is marshmallow root. The comfrey is doing amazing. Comfrey. 2 stevia plants. And I found that 2 stevia plants will give me enough for a year's worth of stevia. I dry the leaves and make the powder. Some more cabbage. These are just kind of randomly over here. And then lastly, we have, all right, so this is mint, and it's going like crazy, and stinging nettle. So this I just kind of let do its thing. Also within here we have some fennel growing. And I believe this is yarrow. It's this new plant I've growing this year. And a couple more tomatoes in the forest of grass. Over here is chamomile. And it's really nice because I can just take a few flowers off of it and make a nice tea. And then I have a climbing bean in the corner there. Hopes are that it will climb up the pole. And so over by each of these poles I have some climbing beans. So hopefully they'll do what they're supposed to do. Over here next to the tomatoes we have some basil. Here we have some celery, and this is an interesting, it's called a Chinese pink celery, so I'm excited for this to grow. Another onion. This is going to be a sweet pepper here. We just have some flowers starting. So that's the garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it.